Hello, Earth Signs, and welcome to your daily focus tarot for this morning, Tuesday. It's been an interesting morning. So, Nine of Pentacles. This talks about living in your values, living the high life in your values, because it talks about like having luxury, having this ability to just be, right? So having stability, but you also see her giving the side eye, and you see this bird of prey that can go out and it can spot food, it can spot people coming in, it can spot it can be used as a messenger, right? So she's very leery of people trying to take her pentacles. Why does it keep doing that? Okay, hopefully the phone will work now. Today's been a weird day, and I'm extremely exhausted from yesterday. No kidding, that's why I didn't record last night. So a bunch of cards wanted to come out for you from both decks. When I asked for clarifiers for this, I got two piles of cards that dropped out from the Ethereal Visions. And when I do a reading for a sign, I just randomly, literally, like I pick up the deck and then I cut in to a spot and then I cut in and I place the cards back in, right? That way before I shuffle. So this Nine of Pentacles didn't come out for anybody else, but it's come out for you. But I'm just letting you know that. I'm not sure why I'm letting you know that at this point, sorry. So the clarifier, the first pile was Ace of Pentacles and Queen of Cups. And this is about using your intuition towards healing and love, self-love, or love with another person. To me, this is about a transformation towards healing with another person, and it has to do with whatever you've been leery of, whatever you've been kind of, I don't know about this. And the Ace of Pentacles, this is talking about a new beginning in terms of a new beginning towards solid ground and understanding in terms of like physical health or job, career. But to me, this is new beginning towards love, right? Towards love with this person. You've been kind of keeping a watchful eye on them. You've been a little bit leery of them. Something made you doubt that this was right for you or that this was real, and now you are no longer doubting. So, quite interestingly enough, the other pile that came out is the clarifier for this, Temperance. This is talking about balance and juggling your emotions and your spirituality between two worlds. Queen of Wands, talking about strength, reconnecting with who you are on a deep soul at your core level, and having that ability to grow that and be creative. And then we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess talks about balance between your conscious and your unconscious, and using that knowledge, using that balance, that understanding that you have of yourself to move forwards, to open new doorways, to start new things. In terms of the Nine of Pentacles, you're using your knowledge of yourself to grow and to achieve balance, to achieve the ability to be in the flow in terms of what your personal values are. So the interesting thing, the other cards before I asked from the Ethereal Visions, the other two cards that initially came out from the Druid craft for what you should focus on, because I always ask for two cards, what each sign should focus on, Justice and the High Priestess. So Justice came out. I usually do air, water, earth, fire when I record. But today, for some reason, it was air, water, fire, right? And then earth. So Justice came out for fire. Also, it came out in a very different way for them. But that's why I was telling you about how I cut the cards back into the deck before I even start shuffling. I saw 553 when I said that. So Justice. This is also a card of balance, like Temperance. It's talking about karma, reaping what you sow. It's talking about gaining clarity on how the stuff you do affects other people and why it affects other people that way. And the High Priestess, this one, I read it slightly differently because you see, it's like she's calling down the moon and the sun in this one, or just the moon, and she's using that strength to open this new path, this new gateway, to get this knowledge from the book and into the book, this ability to communicate the knowledge and have the strength to go on this new spiritual path. She's opening up the doorway to go through it. She's almost, it's almost like she's sacrificing the knowledge that she needs to open the path to get this justice. Two very different uses of the High Priestess. Getting this balance and this this reconnection to yourself, this regrowth in who you are at the core is a form of justice for you. Getting this knowledge is a form of justice for you. This is getting back into balance. The Justice and Temperance are about balance. This is getting back into balance and finding love for yourself. Fire sign reading was about, them not necessarily like being focused on what other people think they should have in life to be successful. This, in a way, is playing out for you, but in a very different way. This is like reconnecting. The balance that you need is to reconnect and grow with yourself. And you have that knowledge. You have the High Priestess twice. You have that knowledge, or you have that ability to access that knowledge and get that satisfaction and drop those burdens. In the unconscious and what's hidden from you. The Ethereal Visions, 5 of Cups, the Moon, 10 of Cups, Star. Okay, they got the Star also in the unconscious. So maybe whoever I'm picking up, you've got a lot of fire. Your Earth, but you've also got a lot of fire. So the Star is healing. The 5 of Cups is looking at the past and crying because you feel like you lost that dream with these 3 spilled cups, but you have the ability to pick the 2 cups that are behind you up and move, fill them in the water in the river there in the unconscious, and move over the bridge over troubled water towards the castle, towards the dream, towards the home, the protection, the fulfillment, with this moon, this knowledge that's been hidden from you that you're daydreaming of, and then this 10 of cups underneath it, the satisfaction spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and the star. So you have that ability. You just need to put your focus more on using this knowledge to get this balance, to get this growth, to live in alignment, to transform and live in alignment with your ideals, to balance this. I hope that makes sense to you, but you have everything you need. You really do. You have everything you need to achieve this. Have a great Tuesday. I'll see you tomorrow.